Hey, Peg Fitzpatrick, how you doing? I am here today to talk to you about Pinterest for authors. If you are an author that is publishing a book or you're writing a book and you want to be building your readership now, which you should to be building your author platform, I'm going to share some tips on how you can use Pinterest to help more people fall in love with your books. One of the first things you need to do as an author is to create a beautiful digital presence on your Pinterest that's going to be kind of like your book cover. You're going to have a cover photo, your avatar, and then you're going to use board covers and the Pinterest pin styles to all convey who you are as an author, what kind of genre you write in. All those things are going to fit together. You can even tie things into your latest book. If you have a new book out and you have a book cover and all the assets that go with that, you can tie all of that in with your latest book with the colors and the cover and the style. And then everything looks the same. When people see one thing, they see, oh, that's the author of this book that I love. And all the things tie together visually. Next, we're going to showcase your books through visual storytelling. Pinterest is all about visuals. So you are going to create a Pinterest board, which is kind of like a little file folder. So your Pinterest board is where all your pins are going to go. So you're going to create a Pinterest board about your latest book. It can be one that you're working on or one that's already published or that's going to be published. And that one Pinterest board is going to have all pins about that specific book. So it's going to be different if you're a nonfiction author or a fiction author, but you can still use them both for Pinterest. It's just going to look different. So say, for example, you're writing a historical fiction book that is like a Bridgerton kind of book. And this book is going to be set in the, back, it's all the drama, all the historical drama. So you can pin things like dresses that people wore, hats people wore. You can just get into all of the mood and what the characters look like. Really create kind of a mood board for the whole kind of thing. If going back to Bridgerton, just think about visually. I mean, the books were fantastic, but when you look at the visuals from the TV show, just amazing. Obviously, Shonda Rhimes is a genius. And just everything was beautiful. The colors, the flowers, what they wore, everything meant something. So think about that when you're building your Pinterest board and create pins that match the mood of your book. If you're a nonfiction author, say you're me, and you're writing a book about social media for small businesses, then I'm going to pin all things for small businesses, social media, and I'm going to keep it really honed in to just this book. It could have the cover, it could have quotes from the book with a little cover in the corner of it, everything to tie together visually and really help people get the story of your book. And then your pins can link to your website or to your book if it's already in pre-sale or for sale on online shops around the internet. So just think about how you can visually tell the story. It's a little bit different than creating a video, and it's different than you can add videos and you can add images, but I just meant like it's not like creating a movie. There's static images, they could be videos, but it's kind of just telling all little pieces, little breadcrumbs that will get people interested. These pins are going to get people to want to read your books if you do them correctly. You can also create a Pinterest board about the behind the scenes of writing a book, what it's like to be an author, what your day looks like, what your schedules look like, all those kind of things. People are so interested in the people behind the books that they love. So think about infusing your own personality where you can, and if you're comfortable with that, into your Pinterest. So you could have a separate like about the author, and then that could have all your different books in there. And it could just be about you, things that you want to share about yourself. It's really a place for people to get to know you and your books. Finally, crafting compelling content is crucial. People are going to follow your account and follow the boards that you create and share and save the pins that you make because they're going to fall in love with what you're doing. So think about creating content that's engaging. So you not only have, an image, it might have some text on it to explain things a little bit more, keep things really sharp, use the best photos that you can find that you can legally use. You can create things in Canva, or you could use Adobe stock images or another stock service so you know that you have legal rights to use these images to create your content. You can create videos of you talking about different aspects of things. If you're making TikToks or Instagram Reels, these are things that you could repurpose into Pinterest pins, but you want to make sure there's no logos that go to anything else. These are purely Pinterest content. So you have your images or videos, then you have the title of the pin. The description of the pin is where you can write more about it and talk about, what it is and how this relates to you or to your book or the chapter, however you're breaking it down on the pin. And then you're going to have a link for each one that would lead to your book or to your website. It's important to remember that hashtags do not work on Pinterest descriptions, but you can use keywords in there. So you could use the title of your book, you could use your name. Make sure that you have keywords that will help people find your content on Pinterest. There you have it. There's some powerful tips for using Pinterest for authors. I hope you enjoyed these tips, and if you did, please hit the subscribe button below so you'll get more social media content. Happy pinning!